are these coded stamp posters. Okay? If you're the person who brought the individual in, this is a double rec like it's being part of the organization, and you made $10. Okay? Now, if you're at the top of the comp plan, you're also in silver, you got that 10, you're also in platinum, you got that 8, you're also in diamond, you got that 10. How much is that? $38.
$38.
Okay?
It's $30.
38.
38, you got 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 10 is 28, plus 10 is $38. So you're starting with $38 going to you on every single person that you bring in as a green electricity customer.
Oh.
Okay? But here's where this gets exciting from a generational standpoint.
I think I missed something.
This is the part that we really awake on. Okay?
I don't know what I just heard.
If you brought, let's take it all the way, let's take it one step at a time. You're doing like you were taught to do, bring everybody in you can with a green energy customer. You're gonna get the maximum commission. Now that happens to be the case of the advance at $10. Now you went and got your 5, and you did the same. You brought in the next person. You get the $10 for being a Silver Global partner, plus the $10 for being the person that brought them in. $20.
Wow.
You just brought in 10 people, you made $200. You made $200 bringing in 10 people, young money.
Young money.
Okay.
I thought I understood it, but I didn't understand.
That money make you eat lunch. You had to buy something to help it out. All right, now. Then, because you went silver that second time, right? And you just let the rest of it happen, get the 3 legs, you need 2 silvers in. Now you're platinum. Well, you're going to get $8 more. Okay, so now when you sign up that next 5 people, you're going to make 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 8 is 28. What's 5 times 28?
140.
Okay, you made that. All right, now, but you're not through yet. You went ahead, you became diamond, you selected the 3 legs. You picked up an extra $10 now when you write it in. Now that's $38 you bring it in. At this point, I want you to consider your leverage. You got, let's give this away to everybody else. We're not going to talk about what you did personally, so somebody else got that 10. But among your Silver Global partners, all out there going for it, let's say that you had 100 sales at this point in your organization. You had 100 sales. How much did you make? You made, now they're all first generation to you, right? All these sales we're talking about are all first generation. So you made $10 even though they made 10.
That's good.
Okay, on each one. Then you're on the platinum, so you made 8. That's another 8, that's 18, right? Plus you go, that's 28. So when you got 100, 28 times, how much is that? Woo!
That's
Only
pretty
here.
good.
Now they play well. Okay.
Nice up.
All right, now, these platinums are bigger. These platinums are bigger. You just talked about 100 sales. But what if you got 5 platinums like this? You have 500 sales, wouldn't you? Yeah, this is addition. This is addition. All right, so let's take it this way. And some of these platinums are second generation silvers to you, right? So let's just take the ones that's platinum. You don't get $8, you get 9. You get 9. Okay. All right. Plus the fact that they're in your diamond base, you get another 10, so you get $19.
Times 500.
Times 500. I should do this the other way to make that right.
Good. Now.
So you know how you do that? You bring down 0, 5, and 9.
That's $95,000.
9,500. That's okay for a week.
It's $9,500. So what's happening here by us being able to pay a total of $45, okay, out up front means that we're paying you a lot of money to build your business quickly. You didn't have to wait, right? You didn't have to wait until the residuals built up on the back end. They're much smaller, right? It's going to be there. That's going to be icing on the cake, right? But the money you make the week you bring them in, like it's like you bring them in this week, you get paid next week. They pay this stuff out weekly. Okay? That's what
that weekly's with 2 E's, right?
Too easy, not
Okay,
easy.
okay, I'm gonna pause right here, because I know you got questions.
Well, I was discussing this last night with somebody, and this part of the comp plan. And he said, man, how in the world can the company pay out this type of money? I said, do you not see what advertisement costs? Do you not see what billboards and radio and TV channels and, you know, do you understand what they pay? And their ROI, which is return on investment, is less than 5%. It's more like 2 or 3%. So if they're spending all this money on a commercial and getting that low of a return, understanding, I just want to share this so everybody sees it. Does the company pay you before or after the customer becomes a customer?
After the fact.
There's no wasted money.
Right. Okay, money in the payback out there. I'm gonna leave you this comparison real quick, then I'm gonna, I'll take any other questions and I'll get out of the way. I really want you to understand this power well today. I talked to a very prominent lady in North American Power. You would know who this is.
She's on my team.
Yeah. This whole sequence of events was kind of interesting. Jerome puts me on the phone with a gentleman who made $30 million in network marketing. This lady was measured by him, and he was at one point in her, the guy was at one point in her network marketing organization. He comes and talks to her, what do you know, I'm thinking about going back to electricity, I want to come back to North American Power. He built a organization for $12,500 with your downline, okay, when that happened. And he doesn't want to come back to North American Power. So she said, well, Jerome's been talking to me about this Enfiniti Global, why don't you go and talk to him? So they ended up with a conversation with me about the telephone. Now, this lady has 30,000 people in her downline that I'm talking about. And here's her story about it now.
It's sad.
Okay. When she became, was the area director, I think it is, when you first started getting the code, there were 3,000 people in the organization at that moment. Now, when you understand our comp plan thinking, here's what you see. You see that that's 3,000 people that you're not getting any coded bonuses on. Right? All in one up. And when it becomes 9,000, or 12,000, or 30,000, still not getting anything on it. So I said this to her, I said, okay, what if, what if at the level you're at, you're platinum, right? Most of that's gonna happen in your, of the basis. What if you average 75 cents on, I'll make it less than that. It was 75 cents. You average 75 cents on them. That came out to over $2,000 a month. I said, now I know you're a big pimp in MLM star today, right? But back when you only had 3,000 people in your downline because you used an extra $2,000 a month then, she said she could use an extra $2,000 a month now. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about what that 3,000 became. That was the beginning of it. And this was early in her career, early when you need that, but early when this is money that's keeping you having to go get another job. Early when it's keeping you from quitting. Early, when you really need it, right? Now, what about when these 3,000 became 10,000? Okay. Actually, if I make it 9,000, all I gotta do is multiply it by 3. All right? That is now, take this number down here, that is now $6,000 a month added to her income, ongoing. And this even allows, Mike, for the people that quit. Right? You had people in here that quit, but the organization grew altogether and became 6,000. Okay? I'm sorry, it became 9,000 of her 30. That's it. And that's an extra $6,000 a month. You can pimp even harder on this. Okay? All right? See, people don't know what they're missing who haven't been in this compensation plan. And since it's never been invented before, right? That's everybody. Okay? All right? So I want you to understand that this is not going to happen to you. Okay? That's part of the inherent power you have in this compensation plan. It's not wired against you, it's wired in your favor. From the time you're very small all the way up to the time you're very large, it is going to pay you faster and better and mostly it's gonna pay you more. Okay, I'm about to rest my
No,
case.
all right, before you finish, I need to do one more thing. I want everybody to get this electricity, but we've been concentrating on rent, but we haven't paid a lot of attention. Doc has it down, but most of us don't. You go with electricity just one more time, what you get from as a silver, one
Put
more
it
time.
back up, Doc.
Because when you get it, you got it, and you got it, you got it.
See, this, when they gave me the numbers that I could pay out on this, and I realized I had $45 to pay out, I said, wow, when people really see this part, because nobody else is anywhere near this. North American paying out about 21, 22. So you're paying out twice as much. And North American paying out such a way that they make sure you're not gonna get much of it, okay? Okay, we're paying out so we guarantee you're gonna get it if you even look like you're gonna do something one day. Okay? You can fool me easy. All right, I'll pay you. So, then we got the status side over here, yes, okay. But I'm gonna stay on this side because we're preaching and teaching, the double rec and the green, right? But if you sign the person up, you are going to get $10. That's $100 if you sign up 10 people. That's $50 if you sign up 5, right? But you add another $10 to that just by getting the 5. So the next 5 you sign up, you're making $10 on plus the $10 of the person else, you got $20.
That's huge.
And when one of your people did the 10, you got 10 times 10, you got $100. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, Wale, was it Wale signed up Iman and Iman signed up Wale? Okay, Wale signed up Iman. And Wale did that 10 scenario that I just said, so you made $100. 10 times 10 when he was down here, right? When he came down here and did it again, he made $200, but now Iman got her 10, that's $300. Front money, paid weekly. One guy told me that sounds like that's some rat now money. That's what I need. I need money right now. You show me how I can get it.
Hey, quick question. So let me make sure I'm understanding this. If I have the double rec, okay? I have the double rec already. Will I get paid double on the green energy too as far as electricity? So done deal. Once you do double rec is the key to everything.
Double rec does. Yeah. Now, reverse is not true. But if you get a double rec, we're gonna already qualify you over here.
Okay.
Hold on. So if I have a double rec, run the Bible again.
Double recs qualify you for everything. That's basically what he's saying.
Wells Fargo guys done.
Okay. Double recs qualify you for everything.
You still have to pay for your rec?
That's the power of getting started the way you've been taught to get started. Yeah. Yes.
Do you still have to pay for your rec if you have electricity?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. They're two separate products. You still got to pay for it.
If you want to get paid off.
Right. But what you should do is keep both of them. Okay, let's make the master copy. What's duplicatable? Well, you get both of them.
Well, like yesterday, I'm trying to reward some of my downliners. So I signed up some people for energy that are under me. And then the energy went under them. And I'm telling them, you're getting paid, but I don't get paid.
Whose energy went under them?
Like my nephew, I signed him up. He's a distributor under me.
Well, are you saying his energy went under him?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's good.
okay, so I put it under him. Now I don't get anything off his energy, right? Only him, right?
No, you get paid. You can get paid too.
No, let him answer,
Okay. You're already qualified. You're already qualified. You signed yourself up. You bought something.
Yeah, I'm a silver.
You're a silver, okay? Yeah. You appropriately position your nephew to be a global partner by allowing him to be his own customer.
Right, okay.
Yeah, right? Yeah. But he is in your silver base. Everybody says it comes in your silver base, you get $10 on.
Oh.
Everyone.
Right. Can I just make sure I clarify that? When you asked him, was he qualified? If he did not qualify if he qualified with the double rec and he didn't switch anybody's service over, how does he get qualified to get paid on the double green?